Are so many reasons why people don't report after they're sexually assaulted. The number one reason that women give for not reporting is that they are afraid that nobody's going to believe them. Part of that is this false image that we have in society of what a perpetrator looks like. If society and media are telling you that he looks really creepy and scruffy and dirty and hangs out in alleyways and drives a van that has no windows, you can physically tell that he's a creep bag. When your perpetrator doesn't look like that, it makes it really hard for you to come forward, and it reinforces that idea that of course nobody's going to believe me. He doesn't fit the image that everybody has of what a perpetrator looks like. So that makes it really tough. For guys, there's actually two reasons that are kind of tied for why they don't want to come forward. They're afraid people are going to think they're gay, and they're afraid that people are now going to think that they are going to be a rapist. That's not how it works. Beyond those top reasons, I'll give a little insight, rape crisis center mentality of why people don't report. First off, reporting is nothing like you see on TV. Not even close. CSI does a really good job at making it look like it takes a couple days, a week, maybe 2 weeks if it's really intense. That's not even close. It takes weeks, months, years. Oftentimes, it's extremely rare for a person to ever even be prosecuted. I mean, less than 10% of the time are they ever going to be prosecuted. So, with that statistic there, knowing that you are about to be interrogated and you have to relive this traumatic event that happened, it makes it really hard thinking, oh yeah, there's totally a good reason for me to do this because he's going to go to jail. Oh, that's right. He's probably not going to go to jail. That makes it really hard. If you don't feel comfortable telling people and now you know, oh good, I'm going to tell the cops, and then they're going to go tell him that I reported, but I don't even feel comfortable telling my friends and family yet, and they're going to go tell him. That's not fun. There's a good reason why people wouldn't want to face that. Another one is denial. Denial is an extremely common response to trauma. It's natural for a person's mind to say, okay, I'm not ready to face that yet. Let's overlook that. Let's live in denial for a little while, and then when we're ready to face that, we'll do that. So if this person is living in denial, they're not going to go to the cops and say, hey, this happened, because they're not even ready to face that happened yet. That makes it really tough for them to even think about reporting when they don't even want to acknowledge that this actually happened. But if we as a community can make these people feel safer coming forward, if we can make people feel like we are going to believe them when they say, hey, I was raped, hey, I was sexually assaulted, they're a lot more likely to come forward. It's unfair for us as a community to say, oh, well, gosh, you didn't report it? Aren't you nervous about all the other people that are going to get raped now because you didn't speak up? That's really unfair for us to put that kind of pressure on this person that's a victim or a survivor when the rapist is the one that is committing these crimes. The rapist is the one to blame, not the person who was horrified to speak up because they don't think anybody's going to believe them. Let's start by believing this person. And when all the other survivors and victims see that we are believing them, they're going to be a lot more likely to come forward. Rapists are not going to feel as comfortable raping people when they know that we aren't uncomfortable talking about it. We are happy to talk about it, and we are going to make sure it stops happening. That's how we're going to put an end to this. But if the community is terrified to talk about something that happens every single day, we can't expect a victim or a survivor to come forward and feel comfortable talking about it either. Start talking about it. Let's keep it from being taboo. You can do this. You're great.